Birmingham, it's the Golden Shot. And here's the man who keeps it bang on target. Here's Bobby.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's really nice to be back here.
Don't laugh. This is the gold prize. 2 weeks in darkest Africa, and here I am in darkest Britain. Never mind, end the power cut. We blow out, and there come the lights, because I'm delighted to say we've just heard a news flash from the ITN saying that the work to rule is over. Yes, the electricity workers have decided that they'll no longer work to rule, and that's not a gag, that's the honest truth. So, that's good news. That means our crossbows are working full-time, too, so let's start playing the Golden Shot and find out who's first to ring in for a go at our target. I can't wait to get back in harness. And here we go, with my grateful thanks to Pete Murray for the last 2 weeks, and now I thank you, whoever you are. Who are you?
Mrs. Harding.
Mrs.
Mrs. Harding.
Harding?
Langurick, Montgomeryshire.
Llangurick.
Langurick, Montgomeryshire.
Now, Montgomeryshire, I know, is just above Radnor. Are you near Aberystwyth? Or
24 miles inland.
inland, towards Clan... There's another clan near you, isn't there?
Llanidloes.
Llanidloes, of course. Are you a Welsher or a Whaler? I mean, do you come from there?
I come from Durham.
From Durham?
Yes.
And what brought you to Wales?
Well, beautiful countryside.
It's
I love it.
wonderful land, isn't
It's
it?
beautiful.
Land of song, land of your fathers, land of the valleys. Right now, we want it to be a land of archery because we have a target for you to aim at. And just a second, would you please, Mrs. Harding, while I tell our viewers as well as you what it's all about. See, our targets today are based upon cartoons that I've drawn myself as illustrations for a newly published funny book called The A to Z of Soccer. And the book's been written by my friend Willis Hall and our guest from a few weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago, from the cinema series, Michael Parkinson. Well, they wrote a very funny book and they invited me to do the drawings, and so I did. And when our target designer, Jay Clemens, saw the drawing, she said, "Oh, well, I'll choose 4 of these. It'll save me the trouble of designing 4 targets." Here's the first of my drawings that she chose to make our apples target, the copper on duty at the football ground. He's been told to take the laces out of the skinhead's bobber boots, but being an Aston Villa supporter, he's taken the laces away from the other team as well. Anyway, there are 6 soccer stürmers in the picture. Can you see them, Mrs. Harding?
Yeah?
What's your first name?
Pardon?
What's your first name?
Nora.
Oh, well, Nora Apple, if you will. And name the prize, Pippin. The bell will tell you that you've drawn, if you've drawn, £5 out of our golden hoard, so pick a pom do.
Number 6, please.
Number 6. No bell, but we can see the apple flashing on the constable's helmet. Can you see it there in
Yeah.
Montgomeryshire?
Yeah.
Right, then we go over to our Wembley Assembly, the 2 bother boys who are known to the police. Whenever Bernie gets out his razor, he has trouble with the fuzz. And go ahead and put the bolt in, Bern. In goes the bolt, and his mate has got both eyes blacked up. That's Barry, who'll be guiding the camera that's mounted on the crossbow to enable you to hit that chosen apple. Are you all ready, Nora?
Yeah.
Then we give you that well-known 30 seconds in order to aim and hit your apple, starting now.
Up. Up. Stop. Right. Stop. Down. Stop. Fire.
In steps Anne Aston, who thinks that black power is an electricity cut.
Nora Harding has hit the apple.
She's been dim all her life. Well done, Nora. See you next week. Bye. Here's the first of our studio contestants, chosen from our studio audience, and Jutta Stensgaard is here to introduce me.
Philip Healy of Hall Green.
Philip, are you married?
Yes.
How long?
10 weeks.
10 weeks?
Yes.
So you've been enjoying the power cut?
Could say that.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I work for a firm that do controls for conveyors.
For conveyor belts?
Yes.
And your bride, she's a little belter too, I hope.
Yes.
All right. We have no power crisis anymore, Philip, so you can be sure you'll get through on the phone. Just step inside the booth there and pick up the gold telephone, and you'll be able to see the target on the screen, just as our viewers at home can see it on their own screens. We are a live show, despite what you may think. Hello, Philip. Can you hear me?
Bob.
Name an apple, leaving out, if you will, number 6.
Number 1, please.
Apple number 1. No bell chimes, but we can see it on the little form where the skinhead has put his skin bottom. Can you see that all right?
Yes, thank you.
That's where it's flashing, so Bernie, the bolt. And for Philip Healy from Hall Green in Birmingham, his 30 seconds begin now.
Right. Stop. Down. Stop. Right. Stop. Fire.
Once again, we need confirmation from Ann Aston because Philip didn't blow up the apple, but
It's a hit for Mr. Healy.
it's a hit for Mr. Healy. Well done. See you next week, Philip. Coming up now, our next telephone contestant. Did it tweet? Yes, it did. Hello, who's calling the Golden Shot?
Hello, it's Harold Rivers of Leamington Spa.
What part of Leamington Spa do you live in, Harold?
Highland. It's Highland Road, it's up Lillington.
Oh, in Lillington.
Yep.
What do you do for a living?
A commercial artist.
Are you the one in the middle?
That's right.
They're holding you up so we can
small
see.
one.
Do you paint for pleasure as well?
Yes. At holiday time, weekends.
Bring one along to show us next week, will you?
Yes, all right.
Because my brother's a bit of an artist. He draws unemployment. Are you ready to have a go at my little drawing there?
Okay, Bob. Yeah.
Okay, name an apple. Pick a pomme do, not 1 or 6.
4.
And you've got yourself a prize pippin. That's a $5 coming your way. So congratulations, Harold. You started off well. Doesn't matter so much if you miss now, but don't do it. Bernie the Bolt, please. And for Harold Rivers in Lillington, Leamington Spa, your 30 seconds begin now.
Left. Stop. Down. Down. Stop. Right. 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 Stop. Left. Stop. Down. Stop. Right. Stop. Fire.
18.6 seconds out of the possible 30. And here's Ann Aston to tell us whether
It is a hit.
it is. That's fine. See you next week.
Cheers, Bob.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, who are you?
This is Pamela Holloway of Leominster.
Of Leominster, which is on the border of Herefordshire, Worcester and Shropshire. It's in...
It's in Herefordshire.
It's in Herefordshire.
Yes.
Your housewife?
Yes, I am, yes.
What does your husband do for a living?
He's an inspector in a factory that make nickel alloys.
Nickel.
Yes, nickel alloys.
That's a coincidence. I was in Africa last week on holiday, and apparently the missionaries, the clergymen, when they went into the African jungle, they wore underpants made of nickel so that the spears would glance off them if the natives threw spears at them. They were known as the Nickel-ass Parsons. Isn't that interesting? Would you like to step in? Oh, hard to believe the jokes, isn't it? You really need to record the show and play it back and force yourself to believe it. Pick up the phone in there. Have you got it up, Pamela?
Yes, I have.
Fine. Would you like to name an apple, remembering that you can't have 1, 4, or 6?
I have number 3, please.
Number 3 is the one that you see flashing right now on the football in the bottom right-hand corner of your picture. Bernie the Bolt. And for Pam Holloway of Leominster in Herefordshire, the 30 seconds begin now.
Up. Stop. Right. Stop. Down. Stop. Right. Stop. Right. Stop. Fire.
Well, it's a curious place to put the bolt because it didn't actually hit the target.
Well, she's hit an apple, but it's another apple.
In fact, I think it's up there on the policeman's elbow,
no.
darling.
No, I'm sorry. She's hit it here. I got the wrong one.
You gave him a vaccination right in the arm there. Well, never mind, Pam. Thank you very much for being with us, and it's easily done. That means next week, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be looking for an extra contestant on next week's program. Right now, we're going to take a short break before bringing you Clive Dunn and, I'm delighted to say, Jackie Lee, Jack Douglas, and the Golden Sun target valued at £600. So stay with us on the Golden Shot. It's nice to be back. It really is. Really good to be back. The first news item I saw when I got into the country was that about that huge pools win for the housewife who got £339,000. I saw the headline, £339,000 awarded. I thought it was another union pay claim. Because This work to rule situation, apparently we're jumping the gun a little when we say it's all over because Mr. Robert Carr has yet to confirm acceptance of the fact that the work to rule is over. And I've been handed a royal proclamation which has come direct from the palace concerning this. And you can tell how serious it is because these are candle grease stains you can see all over it. And we've got candles all over the place on the sideboard, on the dresser. I put one on the chair and my wife sat on it. But mind you, it's nothing new. She's been getting on my wick for years now. Thursday evening was cold, though, wasn't it? But our electric heater kept us warm. We set fire to it. Actually, we have something to keep us warm here today, and that's the warm-hearted song of Mr. Clive Dunn. What a handsome young fellow he is. A charming and vibrant young... Mr. Clive Dunn! What a joy to see you here, and what a very fine singer you are.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. I like doing that, sir.
And you write, of course, as well.
Oh, yeah, I do a terrific lot of writing, sir, yes.
Your poetry.
Ah, I beg your pardon.
Your poetry.
You're not bad yourself, you know.
No, I meant I enjoy your poetry. You write good poems.
Oh, I do. Whenever I hear a good poem, I go straight home and write it. Yes, sir.
Well, I wondered if, before you sing later on today's show, you could give us a seasonal poem for our viewers.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'd like to do that. Which way would you like me to point?
North or east, if you
Oh,
would.
right. A little Christmas poem. 'Twas Christmas Day, and oh so cold, the wind it blew and blew. 'Twas Christmas Day, and oh so cold, when Santa come fumbling down our flue. He gave some toys to us boys and girls, a kite that flew so far. He gave us all some lovely toys, then he hopped into bed with Mamma.
Get off. Get off. Clive will be back along with Jack Douglas and Jackie Lee with a song later on in the show. However, with a song in their hearts, here are two of the contestants who qualified out of the quartet last week to be introduced by Jutta Stensgaard. Jutta.
This is Mrs. Betty Drucker of Cheadle and Leslie Humphreys of Aston.
Well, nice to see you here. Nice to see you too, Leslie. Betty, you come from?
Cheadle.
From Cheadle in Cheshire. Lovely place to... What do you do there? You're a housewife?
I'm just a housewife here.
Don't say just. What does your husband do?
He's in the textile trade.
Ah, and you're from... I'm sorry, I didn't...
I'm from Aston in Birmingham.
Aston? You came a long way to see the show, didn't you?
Very long way, yeah.
What do you do down there, Leslie?
I work in an engineering firm. I'm a tool control section leader.
If anything goes wrong with our crossbows, you're standing by to help us, I hope.
Sure.
Splendid.
Yeah.
On with my next funny football cartoon, which I've entitled How Not to Head the Ball. Never forget the first time I tried to head the ball. I saw the ball coming and whoop, did a perfect header, and everyone stared at my feet with wonder. And then the captain came up and said, well, don't just stand there, Monkhouse, prize the ball out of your mouth. No. And that wasn't easy. This fella actually has taken it on the head, before and after. In fact, he started out to play football and ended up with a game of squash. The two footballs are moving up and down, one up, one down, and each one carries a target of from 70 to 100. So would you care to step over to our William Tell crossbows, which look just the same as they did, I'm told, 500 years ago in Bill Tell's day? Bernie, a brace of bolts, please. We give you 20 seconds aim and fire time. Shoot your own target, please, not your opponent's, in this sad little scene. 20 seconds that begin now. Oh. Gosh. It seems to me that this is Leslie's score.
96.
96, and I'm
And
afraid...
Mrs. Breaker's missed it. It's up there.
Oh, it's a shame. She just touched the trigger and it went off. I'm afraid she didn't realize what a hair trigger that is. Although we did tell you, Betty, we did warn you, so be doubly warned. Jutta, who have you here?
Kathy Fulford of Salisbury
Salisbury, Cathedral City.
and Jim Tiernan of Rugby.
Jim. I do. Oh, you've both got high places because you've got the highest spire in the land. The cathedral spire is about 400 feet, I think. And you've got the highest mast, haven't you?
Yes, we have. Yes.
GPO radio mast, right? 830 feet, I think.
Something like that,
Well, you'll forgive me if I'm out a few feet. Right, are you ready to try and beat those scores?
Try.
I know one you can definitely beat. The other one is a question of trying hard. So one of you is going to go on in the show. Step over here. Go on no further than about 5 feet. Put your toes on the gold line beneath the bolts. In go the bolts. And for these two contestants, the same 20 seconds to aim and fire, beginning now. nice shots, I think.
Who? Mr. Tiernan has scored 99.
Very good.
And Mrs. Fulford has scored 94.
Wow. 2 very good scores. And that means the lowest scoring on 94, alas, with such a good score on 94, and Betty Bracker from Cheadle, who missed the darn thing. So come a little bit forward and I'll show you what you've won. Well, I won't show it to you. You two will. And it is really stunning. It's the latest contemporary tea service. It's made by the finest craftsmen in Stoke-on-Trent. The 21 pieces of this are perfect in every detail. Lovely shaped totem cups. They're just right for coffee, too. And there's this handy-sized barrel-style teapot. 6 cups and saucers, 6 side plates, bread and butter plate. And there's a milk jug and sugar basin, of course. That's the best from the British potteries. Potteries. Oh, dear. I'm getting a little posty. Well, no, acting a little potty with the best from us to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being on the show. You'll enjoy that. Okay. Jackie Lee. Jackie Lee's certainly a voice that's very familiar. She's one of the finest professional singers in this country, or anywhere. And right now she's singing the new theme song of the wonderful Rupert Bear Show. It's called Rupert, and here is Jackie Lee.
There's a little bear like you never seen before, who's a lot of fun. Children everywhere grow to love him more and more. He's the number one. There's a million stories to be told of the things that he's done, and he's gonna share them all with you, so come along. Whoa, Rupert, Rupert the bear, everyone sing his name. Rupert, Rupert the bear, everyone come and join in all of his games. There is Badger Bill, little Tiger Lily too, and a whole lot more. They are Rupert's friends, and they're waiting here for you, so unlock the door. There's a magic land not far away, and they call it Knightwood, where you'll meet a little teddy bear if you are good. Whoa, Rupert, Rupert the bear, everyone sing his name. Rupert, Rupert the bear, everyone come and join in all of his games. Whoa, Rupert, Rupert the bear, everyone come and join. Rupert, Rupert the bear, everyone come and join in all of his games. Rupert, my little Rupert,
Lovely, lovely theme song from the very popular children's show, new show, Rupert the Bear, sung by Jackie Lee. Right now, I'm delighted to say on our funny football show, we have a typical football fan with his flat cap and his muffler. What else could he be? Ladies and gentlemen, that wonderful creation by Jack Douglas, Mr. Alf Epictetus. I don't understand, Jack. Where is he? You know, I mean, why haven't you got the flat cap and the glasses and the muffler?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this before, but every time I've been on Golden Shot, I've always worn the cap, the glasses, and the muffler.
We love it. We all love that.
Great, thanks, but nobody ever sees me. So I thought it'd be rather nice if I came on as myself and did a little reciting, or perhaps some Shakespeare, and do a straight sort of spot. So if that's all right with you, I'll do probably an excerpt from one of Shakespeare.
I don't know how to put this, Jack, but we really would rather, I mean, undoubtedly you're very lovely.
Thank you.
But we'd rather you did Alf Epictetus with the flat cap, the glasses, and the muffler.
Well, I had a feeling you'd say that, Bob. So you see, purposely I've left at home the cap, the glasses, and the muffler.
You haven't even got them here?
No. Ladies and gentlemen,
I wonder where I could get a flat cap, some glasses, and a muffler.
Yes, well,
fortunately, nowhere.
Friends, Roman's countrymen, lend me your ears.
Are you having difficulty, Mr. Dunn?
Yes, I can't see very well. I'm trying to find my way to the Jack Douglas.
I'll be happy to. You're not supposed to wear your flat cap here in the studio, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Certainly
I'm sorry,
not.
sir.
Aren't you warm in here?
Oh, I am a bit furtive.
No doubt you could do without the muffler then.
Thank
Can
you,
you
sir.
see me clearly?
No, I can't
Perhaps
see you
if-
at all.
how is that if I take your glasses right off?
Oh, that's better. Thank you very much.
One muffler, one flat cap, one pair of glasses. Jack?
Alf
Epitimus. That's right.
I had a feeling I wasn't going to get away with this.
I recognize him, do you? Very nice. It is Alf Alf Epitimus.
Is he really? Very nice to meet you, Mr.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Epitimus.
What's
Good
your-
gracious
No,
me.
you're Alf Epitimus. I wouldn't even know how to spell Epitimus.
Oh, it's easy. 2 ips, a pip, and a titimus.
Oh.
Very old-fashioned name, actually. You all right?
Oh, fine, yes.
Carry on, Mr. Murray.
Thank you. He was last week, but this week we're talking about football. I believe you are an ardent supporter.
Oh, no. No, Church of England.
Oh, I didn't.
Yes. Oh, yes.
But is it true you like football?
So do I.
Splendid.
Oh, yes. I love football.
Oh, are you an aspiring player?
Only in the hot weather.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I wear 2 sweaters because it's not very nice with the thing, you know.
No, but you...
Very jumpy, aren't you?
I'm sorry about You probably have some favourite goalies, a favourite goalkeeper, Bonetti.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Watch that. Yes, well, very bad.
But there's a lot of roughness on the pitch these days. What do you think of violence of the tongue?
No, I had the Triton onions.
Oh,
yes,
did you?
I didn't like tongue because No, it was very, very nice too. It does repeat, though.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Here. Now.
Me?
Yes.
You?
No.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I don't know, am I?
Well, surely. Surely you must know something about archery if you know nothing about football.
Well, it's not me that knows nothing about football, it's my brother.
Your brother plays football?
So does mine. Yes, you see, my brother is actually half-back for Birmingham City.
I didn't know your brother was half-back for Birmingham City.
Oh, yes, in the Rex Cinema.
In the Rex Cinema?
That's right.
How can he be a half-back in the Rex Cinema?
Well, he tears the tickets and gives them half-back.
Half-back, yeah.
Oh, yes! Oh, shuttlecocks.
But you are going to do it. You're going to fire our little bow, aren't you, Al?
I thought I was doing that.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, perhaps you can help yourself out.
So will I.
This is the...
I'd have that seen to if I were you.
This is the target that you've got to hit, Alf.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I can hit you easily.
No, not me.
Oh.
Sit down here and have a look at it on the screen.
Yes.
Land your bolt anywhere within the target at the middle of the spiral, and you'll score something for your golden partner. A partner you have yet to pick. So, Bernie, the bolt. And for Jack Douglas, alias Alf Epitimus, the 30 seconds begin now. Looks like a beautiful shot is within the inner circle. Anne Aston will confirm the amount.
Jack Douglas has scored 20, winning for his golden partner a gift voucher to the value of £40, plus £20 worth of premium bonds, which makes £60. And then this week's number is on its own number 3.
On its own number 3, £60 for number 3, won by Jack Douglas, or is it Alf Epitimus?
Please stop, you're making me dizzy.
Wait a minute, it must be here somewhere, 55. We're getting down to it, number 3. Here's the one that's number 3. Would you care to read it?
Well, would you? Because I haven't got my glasses.
All right, here it is. And a lot of people are waiting to find out who it is. You've picked to give £60 to the person nominated by Tim Rourke of Mill Lane, Woodhall Spa, Lincolnshire, who nominates Mr. and Mrs. W.J. Coton of West Villa, Stipwood Road, Woodhall Spa, Lincolnshire. Mrs. Coton is confined to a wheelchair with arthritis, and Mr. Coton is almost blind. But they recently celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary. A golden partner would certainly make them very happy. £60 will help to make you happy for every year that you've been married, and that's been won for you by Jack Douglas. Well done, Jack. Jack, I'm looking forward to coming up to Nottingham to see you in pantomime.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Alf, Jack,
Good.
you know, because I want to see that one, Babes in the Nude.
Yeah, Babes in the Wood.
Oh, I beg your
It's not that sort of pantomime.
Oh, I see.
Bob, thanks. Nice to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Jack Douglas. A very funny man. Here's a charming little lady. Yes, isn't he?
Leslie Humphries of Aston. Lovely. And Jim Tiernan of Rugby.
Right. That's Leslie Humphries comes from Aston, as we told you earlier, and Jim Tiernan from Rugby, from the school where Dr. Arnold ran Tom Brown's school days, didn't he?
Correct.
I can't remember who wrote that. Tom Brown's school days. Thomas Hughes. Someone like that, was it?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was. Right. Short hiatus. And now we press on with the game. Hiatus. Hiatus, this next drawing, because I drew it after hearing a TV commentator say the goalie's just kicked the ball right through the opposition. And that's what he's about to do. That ball's going right through the fellow's chest. He used to be the inside right, and now he's got no inside left. If the goalkeeper thinks he's playing golf, he's got a hole in one. Now, you each have to put a hole in the moving target, which is on the football, as it passes through the centre forward. If you hit the left-hand football player, you get no target score, of course. But there is a time bonus which grows smaller as you take aim, and that's shown by the goalie as he moves across the numbered goal netting. It's shown by sort of his elbow, as it were. So you both fully understand that target? Who's going first? Right, Jim, would you take a pew and you come round the back with me, Leslie, and we'll see how he does it. Make yourself comfortable. All ready, are we, Bernie? Bung the bolt in. Nearly forgotten the rules. I've been away, you see.
Yeah.
All right. We give you 30 seconds, though, which is more time than you think. Bear in mind that the target is going to pass through the hole in the... It's only a comedy cartoon, but it's made in the footballer's chest. You mustn't hit the footballer himself, or you'll get only your time bonus. You understand? 30 seconds begin now. Pretty good. Well waited for. Nice piece of timing, good judgment.
Mr. Tiernan has scored 94 on the tournament target, plus a bonus of 20, which is 114.
Not bad. Flame cutter and welder of steel plates. He knows what he's doing, don't you, Jim?
That's right, yes.
All right, they teach you well in rugby. Meantime, we're moving the target back to the start mark to see how our tool control clerk
Section leader, too.
and section leader of tool control in the cycle firm.
Correct.
I'm getting a sign that means either somebody wants me to wind up their knitting, or the floor manager has chewing gum on his fingers, but he's asking me to stretch. Oh, fine. No, we can go ahead. Lovely. No mistakes, you see. It's all going smoothly. It's not like the show I left behind. Bernie the bolt. All right, for Leslie Humphries now of Aston, the 30 seconds begin now. 23.1 seconds Leslie took to fire.
Mr. Humphries has scored 74 on the tournament target, plus a bonus of 30, so that's 104.
104. 104. You've been beaten by only 10. 114 you got, didn't you, Jim?
That's correct, yes.
Wow. 10 marks makes you go on to try for the £600 in our Golden Sun if you can beat last week's reigning champion. Anyway, you're in for a gold prize. You're in for a silver prize, and I want you to step back and see this other beautiful tea set, an even finer one than we gave earlier, presented by Mr. Clive Dunn. Beautiful. A little quietly, please, Mr. Dunn. Careful, Mr. Dunn. Can you stop rattling it, Mr. Dunn? Can someone take it away from it, please? Out. Oh! Now, be careful.
It's all right, yes. I've got it. It's by me! Sorry, Miss.
Oh,
sorry, Miss. Come on.
Leslie, will you take this instead? How about a holiday like this? Jutta?
We have just arranged next year's holiday for you. How do you fancy 7 days for 2 in glorious Ireland? You can go either from Liverpool or Swansea to Dundee or Cork on a fast, modern ship. And you can take your car with you as well. The ship has everything for your comfort and enjoyment. And a lovely cabin like this will be reserved for you. You'll meet the captain and tour the bridge. Once in Ireland, you'll have the choice of top-class hotels and will enjoy full board. There's so much to do in Ireland. Go when you fancy and enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, one of our two contestants will go for the £600, and Clive Dunn will be back to sing his song for you. I may have been on holiday, but you Golden Shot spotters made sure that the postman didn't have a holiday because you kept those trading stamps pouring in, trading stamps of every colour, enabling Pete Murray to present another kidney machine, our third last week, and this week we're going to Belfast. Here's the hospital in Belfast. It's the Belfast City Hospital, and they do wonderful renal work. And we greet from that hospital, from Northern Ireland, Sister Maguire. Sister Maguire, welcome to the Golden Shot. And this is the fourth kidney machine that our Golden Shot viewers have managed to buy, and we're very proud of them. How many machines have you got in Belfast?
We've got 6 in our unit.
Do you need a 7?
Desperately, yes.
Desperately?
Yes.
And you've got it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to our wonderful and generous Golden Shot viewers.
Thank you.
It's all yours, plus a cheque for £500, which they also have raised the stamps, £500 worth of stamps, so that you can run it for 6 months.
Thank you very much indeed.
And we'll make sure it gets to you nice and safe to start its vital work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Next week, reluctantly, we must close our kidney appeal. We must close the kidney machine appeal. But we're so sure that you'll get enough stamps to us this week to get 2 more machines to make a total of 6 that we're already arranging to order, because it takes a long time to build them, a machine for here in Cardiff to go to the Royal Infirmary, and another up here in the northeast corner of the country in Newcastle upon Tyne to the Royal Victoria Infirmary. We're hoping to present 2 machines next week on our last Sunday for our appeal. So keep those stamps pouring in, loose ones, to this address, please. The Golden Shot Stamp Appeal, ATV Centre, Birmingham, and then those little letters and numbers that help the postman so much, B1 2JP. If you can get those to us, we may be able to present 2 machines to wind up our campaign. 6 in all instead of just the 1 that we originally thought. Have you got that address? Fine. Now, you see that I have with me Jim Tiernan, who's done so well today and has got his way through to this stage, and our reigning champion, who I've never met before because he started reigning last week. Nice to see you, Wally Braddon from Bournemouth. Good to see you. Now they have to shoot off. In a 20-second duel of the champions, this is the target that'll decide who goes through to the Golden Sun worth £600. And no A to Z of soccer would be complete without a little tribute to the ordinary household article that often finds its way onto the pitch. I've written a 2-line poem about it. Oh, it's hardly any wonder that a ref can make a blunder when he's got a most impressive alibi, because unmentionable perforated lavatory stationery often hits the poor fool in the eye. Boom, boom. Yes, it's that. Thank you. It's that rolling out the white carpet that's most unfortunate. We don't like to see those articles decorating our football pitches, but when they do, there's usually a reason. In this case, instead of netting the ball, the star player has just put the boot in. Your target is on his flying boot. Hit that. And while you aim, your time penalty will grow bigger, as shown by the roll of dishonor there. See how it moves past the numbered rattles? Right, the reigning champion, that's Wally Braddon here from Bournemouth, who is an expert in aircraft, right? Worked on the 111? Yes. Fly over this way, will you? Right in there. Jim, come round the back with me and we'll see how Wally does it. He's had a little practice last week. Which one of them will go for the £600 depends upon this duel. Bernie, the bolt. So for Wally Braddon of Bournemouth, the 20 seconds begin now. Very fast indeed. Very fast. And now we've stopped the machine.
Wally Braddon has scored 90 on the tournament target.
90, lovely shot.
Less a penalty of 32, which is 58.
That's what I make it, too. Well done. Can you beat it, Jim?
You can always try.
You can always... Yeah, well, it says best of luck. That's from an aircraft expert to a flame welding expert. It is flame welding you do, isn't it, Jim? I did get...
Both flame cutting and welding.
Ah, flank cutting?
Flame cutting.
Flame cutting and welding. Right, okay. Weld the bolt right into that target. Bernie, first of all, you better bung it in. Thank you very much. And Mr. Tiernan, you have those 20 seconds to try and beat the existing score, starting now. 7.5 seconds, a very sharp shot.
Jim Tiernan has scored 88 on the tournament target.
88?
Less a penalty of 24, which is 64. Yes.
You've beaten him, haven't you?
Seems like
Yes.
it, yeah.
Walter, you got 58.
Congratulations. Thank you.
You got a nice gold prize
Oh,
last
yes,
week.
lovely.
You're pleased with it?
Yes.
Has it been delivered? Have you got it yet?
Hardly.
You haven't had it yet? Oh, I didn't know what it was because I was in Africa. I didn't see it.
Cruise to the West Indies.
A cruise to the West Indies. We can't deliver that, but you can deliver yourself. Nice to have seen you. Bye-bye. Hey, you're going for that now, that big one. First of all, would you like a gold prize to go with your dingle-dangle?
Very much, yes.
Fancy a holiday this year?
Or next year.
Or next year, have it on us. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the holiday of a lifetime.
You've won a marvellous 14-day holiday for two in Yugoslavia's famous tourist resort of Porek on the west coast. You'll fly from London and be transported to your hotel. This first-class hotel will cater for your every need and you will be given full board. All sports facilities are provided and there are many. How's that for a hotel swimming pool? Porek, set amidst pine-wooded slopes, offers you sheltered beaches, sun and sailing, water skiing and all marine activities. And you can go on this holiday anytime you like.
What a holiday. Now, here's Clive Dunn. Clive Dunn, who's created so many lovable characters, has found another wonderful lovable character about which he sings. Here he is with the dear old car and his wonderful new hit record, Mr. Clive Dunn.
I've been sitting here all day, thinking, same old dream 10 years away, thinking, now my days are gone, memories linger on, thoughts of when I was a boy. Penny farthings on the street, riding. Motor cars were funny things, frightening. Bowling hoops and spinning tops, penny dreadfuls, lollipops, comic cuts, all different things. Tied up with string, flying, telephones and talking things, sighing, a radio and phonograph, Charlie Chaplin made us laugh, silently falling about, familiar things I keep around near me, memories of my younger days clearly come into my mind every day of when I was a boy.
Grandad, Grandad, you're lovely. That's what we all think of you. Grandad, Grandad, you're lovely. That's what we all think of you. Grandad,
Charming and delightful record from a charming and delightful artist, Clive Dunn. Here is Jim Tiernan, who is a flame cutter and welder, and he lives in Rugby, where the great school is. Did you go there?
You should know better than that, Bob. You should have recognised my accent.
Ah,
Scottish.
Scots, of course, I should know that. But your wife's a school cook, you said?
She's a school cook, yeah.
Oh, well, you have something to do with
Oh, yes.
education. Right. We want an educated shot, please. There's £500 in the Golden Sun. There's another £100 situated in the planets. Dead centre will net you the lot. Bernie, the bolt, please. So for Jim Tiernan, ex-Scot, no, always a Scot, but currently living in Rugby. Your 20 seconds begin now, Jim. Well, you tripped up. You got 20 quid there. You got 20. That's better than being slapped in the belly with a wet cod. It's just, you've got the, you're in at about 4 o'clock on the ring. Can you see where the two sights actually cross? You're well off. You're about half an inch off. But 20 quid is something, and you're still in the game. You come back next week. We've got some superstars, too, so see you then. Okay. Jim will be back with us next week. We hope that you will, too. We have some surprise celebrities, lots and lots of stars for you to meet, and lots and lots of laughs, too. We come to you every week, live at 4:44. That doesn't rhyme. Never mind. See you then, next Sunday. Till then, bye-bye.